Yo, how's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? These basketball games are about 15 basketball games with a lot of blowouts, man. I mainly watch the Thunder versus San Antonio. It was a blowout at the end there. It was kind of close, but at the end, San Antonio blew them out again. For like the second time in 10 days, San Antonio beats Oklahoma 130-110. They beat them here tonight, man. Chet Holmgren only 7 points. Shake Alexander had 33. Lou Dort had 15. Jalen Williams had 17 for San Antonio, man. Uh, Devin Vessel had 17. Harrison Barnes had 20. Steven Kessel had 24. Wembanyama had 12. Kadon Johnson had 25. They had fucking three guys with 20 points. Stephen Castle, Kane Johnson, and Harrison Barnes had at least 20 points. I don't know. They continue to bring Victor Wembanyama out of the bench. Interesting, but whatever. Let's see for the no, I already did that. But these games were a lot of blowouts tonight, man. Very surprised with these damn blowouts tonight. Also, freaking Clippers blew the hell out of Houston 128-109. I don't know what the hell happened today. Same thing. The Suns blew the Lakers out 133 109. I don't know what the hell happened today. So many damn blowouts, man. I thought some of these games were actually gonna be good, man. There was actually some freaking blowouts today, man. Like what the fudge, man. But now, I mean, whatever. What else can I talk about, man? Let's see here. I'm just gonna fucking they were talking about, I watched Colin Coward, and I'm just gonna fucking talk about some of his takes because there's really no news, honestly, guys. I'm so sorry. So one of it, he's talking about Robert Sala, how he's gonna be extremely patient and wait for the best job possible to open up because obviously he's a defensive coordinator, so he needs to go to a team with a good quarterback, just how Jim Harbaugh went to with Justin Herbert or Mark Rabel did with Drake May. So they're saying that Robert Saleh could eventually get back into being a head coach, but he wants to take some time and make sure there's actually a team where it's a franchise quarterback before he takes over. So we'll see. He could come back with the San Francisco 49ers a few more years. Also, let's see what else they were talking about. McCaffrey, how I know they were criticizing him for, or mostly Kyle Shanahan for using him too much. And they're like, you're gonna burn him out for the playoffs. You have to play again in less than a week on Sunday versus Chicago, another tough game. And I don't know. A lot of people were saying that Christian McCaffrey should have been out of that game a long time ago. When it was on Monday versus Indianapolis. So we'll see, man. I think if they win their final few games versus Chicago and Seattle, they will get home field advantage. They will go all the way to the 1 seed. That's unbelievable, man. San Francisco, holy frijoles. What else they were talking about? They were talking about the tournament, or not too much, but the college playoff, and how, like, realistically, it shouldn't really. A lot of people have been going back and forth on this. Like, does it really matter? If like people like Tulane and James Madison are getting in, because people are like, well, even if you put Texas or Vanderbilt, or like, they're still gonna get eliminated. They're not that good. But I mean, at least the games would have been more competitive, right? If it would have been Vanderbilt versus Ole Miss, you know what I mean? It would have been more competitive. Same thing if it would have been Texas versus Oregon. You don't think it would have been a lot more motivating? I don't know why people want to choose well, like, look at it in March Madness, fucking I don't know, like, some weird schools get in. Yeah, but in March Madness, in March Madness, didn't, like, in 2019, didn't, like, freaking a number 16 seed, which is super low, upset a number 1 seed in Virginia. Remember that? So I don't know, man. So neither Tulane or James Madison came close to winning their games on Saturday, man. But I mean, that's something that people have been arguing back and forth. Should they? I mean, to me, There's no question about it. We would have had it more competitive. If it would have been Texas versus Oregon, it would have been a lot more competitive than James Madison versus Texas. Or if it would have been Vanderbilt versus or Ole Miss, it would have been a lot more competitive than Tulum versus Ole Miss. There's no question in my mind, honestly. It's common sense. You can even there's a chance Texas could upset Oregon. There's a chance Vanderbilt could have upset at Ole Miss. Pendejo face. There's no chance that Tulum can upset Ole Miss. There's no chance that James Madison can upset Morgan. Like what the fudge, man. But let's see what else can we talk about here tonight. Making chicken salad or chicken shed here tonight. They were talking about the Cowboys, how they need to spend maybe more money on a coach. They were saying, look at the last few years, how some teams are getting a lot better. Like this year, Jacksonville with Lancome and Chicago with Ben Johnson. How the Dallas Cowboys actually need to go out and get a legit coach. Because there's a lot of talent, especially imagine like a legit coach, like a Ben Johnson, a Sean McVay, a Kyle Shanahan, a fucking Ben Johnson, fucking coaching that offense with Dak Prescott and George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, like a legit good coach. So they were thinking about Dallas needs to actually go out and sign a legit coach instead of just signing these, like, I don't know, like the assistant of Mike McCarthy and Brian Scheinheimer. So Dallas is getting criticized for that. What else? I think they're saying that Notre Dame's coach, Marcus Freeman, could get the job from the New York Giants to be offered to him. And a lot of people are saying that Notre Dame already has problems again for next year because their schedule is super easy. So even if they go undefeated, they might not put them in the playoff again. Jesus Christ. I think they only play, I looked at their schedule, which I think they only play like North Carolina and Miami next year. Everything else just looks super easy. So they were saying if they lose to like both of those games next year, once again to Miami, and they lose to North Carolina, they're probably not going to get in again because their schedule looks super easy, man. And they were saying that obviously it's not really Marcus Freeman's fault and how he might want to get out of there because it's going to be really hard to win a national championship there because even if you go like fucking 12, 13-0, imagine the competition from playing all those games and then having to play playoff, like either somebody in the SEC or somebody in the Big Ten, right? Like a fucking Georgia or a freaking Ohio State. So yeah, they were saying that Marcus Freeman, I mean, I don't know, in the long term, like he might want to get out of there. But anyways, it looks like they're not even going to play USC this year. Apparently they couldn't come to an agreement. And it looks like that game's even out of there. What else can I talk about here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? That might be it, honestly. Joel Embiid got hurt today in basketball. Joel Embiid is hurt. I don't know how bad it is. Some people did say it was a scare. So maybe he's fine. He was just running and he fell and again his knee. So I don't know how bad Joel Embiid is hurt. Who knows? But yeah, let me see what else, guys. I'm just making chicken salad here tonight. Let's see. Rollins said he's gonna be out for another 3 months at least. That will take him into March. They could still be a chance, maybe do something at WrestleMania, because I believe WrestleMania is not until like April 19 this year. So maybe if he, I don't know, maybe there might be a chance he could do something in March and then have the match at WrestleMania on April. We'll see. There's not much going on, ladies and gentlemen. There's really not. I'm so apologizes. And tomorrow there's no sports on at all. There's nothing tomorrow, so I don't know, guys. I'm making chicken salad. I'm literally pulling out takes I saw today from Colin Cowherd and Jason McIntyre. Like literally, that's how I'm doing a show tonight. I'm literally just pulling out takes I saw, like segments from their show. Literally making chicken salad here tonight. I don't know, guys. There's really nothing going on right now as far as news in the world of sports. Tomorrow there will be no games at all either. I saw there's no games tomorrow, so I don't know what the future holds for this thing. I really don't. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna go ahead and check the hell out of here. And have a good night, everybody. Merry Christmas.